I've shown you guys similar M416s to this. This one just has a little different graphics package, but a lot of times if you see this instruction booklet, it is likely the same blaster because, it's the identical instruction booklet. So as for the brand of this one, go off whatever my title says or whatever the link goes to. Some of these sellers on Amazon, the brands kind of change or the names of the sellers change. So just check that for the current brand name for this specific one with this specific graphic package, right? So let's see everything included. Obviously, you got your safety glasses. Make sure you wear something to protect your eyes, please. And then we got a lot of accessories with this one. This M416 model has been around a long time, and it works fairly well. It does have a mechanical magazine, and there do seem to be some occasional consistency issues with that. However, if you soak your gel balls properly and you prime it right, you should be okay. But do not ever expect a mechanical magazine to perform like the motorized magazines do. It's just not going to be as consistent. Okay, so let's start. We'll get the gel beads out of there. 4 packs, so you got a good amount to start with here. Make sure you soak them right. Must be 7 to 8 millimeters for this to work. So give them plenty of room to grow, plenty of water to feed them, and then plenty of time. So anywhere from 3 hours to overnight is adequate. As long as there's room left in that container when you check on them and there's some water left because guessing that perfect ratio is impossible, go ahead and drain them and store them for up to 2 weeks. Don't store them in the magazine. Make sure the magazine's empty when you're done. Just going to fill it up right here. And then you're going to click this about 5 times to prime it. Gel ball should pop out you're going to click it for about 5 seconds till gel ball pops out that feed tube. That means it's primed. Make sure you're willing to do that every time you reload because that's what you have to do with this style of magazine. Battery, 7.4 volt, 500 mAh battery. That seems to be standard for this model M416. There's your 4-pin plug, right? USB charger, plug it into any AC adapter, charge that battery up. Battery's going to live inside the buffer tube on this one. Again, the same place it always does on this. So let's go ahead and start putting it together. I was having problems with this harness getting stuck when I was feeding it through the buffer tube. So a little trick when you first do it is just go ahead and connect the battery and feed it through. And then now you've got the harness on this side. Now I do advise that you go, after you do that, reverse it, put the battery first, and click the harness in as you're kind of sliding it in. And that way you keep the harness down at this end so that it's easier to grab. All right, so that is ready to go. Push the button here on the stock, slide it on. That can be adjusted, of course. So I showed you it was shooting, and in safety, you can go ahead and shoot it manually like that. Barrel on the front. It's going to go on similar to how the buffer tube did. A couple notches line up with a couple grooves, and boom, snap it in place. Should be some resistance there, and I would just leave it put together unless you're traveling or there's a reason to take it apart. Got your little holographic sight here. Go ahead, slide that on the top rail. And then we got lots of accessories to choose from. 2 different flash hiders or the fake suppressor. We'll go ahead and put this one on. Just pushes on like that. Grips for the front. This just goes on the bottom rail, wherever you want to put it. This little tiny grip you could put on there too. Since we're doing a video, might as well put all the accessories on. And of course, guys, most of the time these accessories like the holographic and everything are really just for looks. They're not going to help increase your accuracy that much, so don't expect them to. A couple plastic fake iron sights, put those on there too. And yes, in real life, it would be silly to put multiple grips, but for the sake of the video, that's fine. Magazine is just going to go right in the mag well there. And that should just lock in place, and then there's your magazine release. Okay. So there it is, set up and ready to go. M416. We'll shoot it. We'll see what kind of FPS we're at. And so watch that video too. or watch the long version where it'll just start playing. Please like, please subscribe, share with your friends, comments, questions, put them below. Let me know what you think. Ask questions. If you got any suggestions or looking for certain blasters, I will do my best to try to find those and make some videos too. Thanks for the support and good luck in any of the contests if you guys are participating in those giveaways.